In this video, I'm going to show you how I set up this American Standard Telecaster in a semi-Keith Richards setup. It's not exactly like his Telecaster setup, nor am I a luthier. I'm just a guy working on my guitars here at Strange Machine Studios, and today I decided to make my guitar into a 5-string Keith Richards machine. Let's go. I'll tell you what's to come here in this video. I'm gonna take these strings off, I'm gonna clean up the guitar, and I'm going to tune the guitar in open G tuning, so you'll be able to see how I do that, and I'll explain it. So why would you want to set up your guitar in a 5-string open G tuning setup? I've played in open G in this configuration and in the 6-string configuration, where you actually would have another string here. The lowest string would be tuned to D, and it would be still a G chord, right? But for the style of rock and roll that the Rolling Stones play and that Keith Richards plays, open G tuning has these little licks that just go along with rock and roll. G's just got that very kind of a grungy, low-down sound that Keith likes in his guitar music, and so that's the reason for open G tuning. You can use it with a lot of songs. A lot of other artists have used it. It's very widely used, the open G tuning. I don't want you to get the impression that I think that open tuning is just only used by Keith Richards, although he probably was using it back a really, really long time ago, given Keith's longevity. But anyway, I've heard Keith say that the lower string just gets in the way for that kind of playing, right? If I'm hitting that chunky rock and roll beat right there, it's going along with this drum. If the D string was on there, you'd have to damp it or miss it, right? Because you're not playing that. But since Keith's doing all of this stuff, he's going all around, and his guitar style playing, lends itself to just taking that string off. It's easy to play Rolling Stones with this setting. I met a gentle barroom queen in Memphis. She tried to take me upstairs for a ride. She had to heave me right across the shoulders, 'cause I just can't seem to drain you off my mind. It's the honky-tonk women. Give me the honky-tonk blues. I am not a luthier. As I've said before, I'm just a guy working on my guitar here. Show you things I sometimes do. This is an American Standard Telecaster, transparent red. Everything on it is still stock, including the classic Fender Telecaster neck pickup, the bridge pickup. A beautiful instrument. I paid $1,265 for it in 2016. It's always been one of my favorite guitars. I almost always have this guitar set up with the 5-string semi Keith Richards version of the open G tuning. These are the only tools I'm using. A battery operated string winder, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a pair of wire cutters. That's it. So, here we go. Now that I've got the strings all on, I'm just going to stretch them out a little bit, as I usually do when I do any guitar string change, so that they stay in tune a little bit more when I first start playing them after I tune them up. And I'm going to tune the guitar to open G tuning, which is GBD, GBD, D, G, D, D, G, D, D, G, D, G, B, D is right there, D, G, D, G, B, D, G, D, G, B, D. Of course, if you only have 5 strings on, it's G, D, G, B, D. Just like that. Sounds like an open G chord, G, D, G, B, D. So, while this is not exactly the Keith Richards setup, this setup, which is done very simply, can help you play a lot of Keith Richards and Rolling Stone songs. You'll notice also that I took off the part of the bridge where that 6th string was. You can play some Stone songs like Wild Horses, Child of Living, it's easy to do. You could go in for a little I met a gentle ballroom queen in Memphis. Happy by Keith Richards. Well, I never had a dollar past sunset. Always had a hole in my pants. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below and I'll be sure to answer you. Until then, real people, real music.